How hard should you work out? Aerobic activity. Strive for a minimum of 150 minutes per week of moderate aerobic activity. Alternatively, aim for at least 75 minutes of vigorous aerobic activity each week. It's also beneficial to incorporate a blend of both moderate and vigorous activities. Try to distribute these exercise sessions across several days throughout the week. For enhanced health advantages, consider aiming for 300 minutes or more per week of moderate aerobic activity. Engaging in this level of exercise may aid in weight loss or weight maintenance. Nonetheless, even small amounts of physical activity can be beneficial. Incorporating short bouts of activity throughout the day can accumulate and yield health benefits. Strength training. Incorporate strength training sessions for all major muscle groups at least twice a week. Performing one set of each exercise is adequate to reap health and fitness benefits. Utilize a weight or resistance level that exhausts your muscles after approximately 12 to 15 repetitions. For optimal benefits, your exercise intensity should generally be moderate or vigorous. In terms of weight loss, the higher the intensity or duration of your activity, the more calories you'll burn. Consider your motives for exercising. Are you aiming to enhance your fitness, shed pounds, prepare for a competition, or a combination of these objectives? Your answer will help determine the appropriate exercise intensity level for you. Be realistic and avoid pushing yourself too hard too quickly. Fitness is a lifelong commitment, not a race to the finish line. There are two primary methods to gauge exercise intensity. Perceived exertion. This is a subjective assessment of how demanding the physical activity feels to you while you're doing it, known as your perceived exertion. It can vary from person to person. For instance, what may seem like a tough run to you might be perceived as an easy workout for someone who's more conditioned. Although perceived exertion may not always align precisely with your heart rate, it generally serves as a reliable indicator of your exertion level. If you sense that you're exerting yourself, chances are your heart rate is elevated compared to your usual. Heart rate. Heart rate provides a more objective measure of exercise intensity. Typically, the higher your heart rate during physical activity, the more intense the exercise. You can utilize either method to assess exercise intensity. If you prefer technology, you can monitor your heart rate with an activity tracker featuring a heart rate monitor. Alternatively, if you feel attuned to your body and perceived exertion, you can manage well without a monitor. Assessing intensity based on feelings. Moderate exercise intensity. Moderate activity feels somewhat challenging. Here are indications that your exercise intensity is moderate. Your breathing becomes quicker, but you're not gasping for air. You begin to perspire lightly after approximately 10 minutes of activity. You're able to converse with someone, but singing would be difficult. Vigorous exercise intensity. Vigorous activity feels demanding. Here are signs that your exercise intensity is vigorous. Your breathing is deep and rapid. Perspiration starts within a few minutes of activity, and you can only utter a few words before needing to pause for breath. Avoid overexertion. Be cautious not to push yourself excessively or too frequently. If you find yourself breathless, experiencing discomfort, or unable to maintain your workout duration as planned, your exercise intensity likely exceeds your fitness level. Ease up a bit and gradually increase intensity over time. Gauging intensity using your heart rate. An alternative method to assess your exercise intensity involves monitoring your average heart rate during physical activity. To employ this approach, you'll first need to determine your maximum heart rate. This represents the upper threshold of what your cardiovascular system, comprising your heart and blood vessels, can endure during exercise. For those in good health, estimating your approximate maximum heart rate involves multiplying your age by 0.7 and then subtracting the result from 208. For instance, if you're 45 years old, you'd multiply 45 by 0.7, resulting in 31.5. Subtracting 31.5 from 208 yields a maximum heart rate of 176.5. In this scenario, this figure represents the average maximum heart rate, indicating the number of beats per minute your heart should ideally reach during exercise. Once you have determined your maximum heart rate, you can ascertain your desired target heart rate zone. This zone signifies the intensity level at which you're effectively conditioning and exercising your heart without placing undue strain on it. The American Heart Association typically advises the following heart rate targets: moderate exercise intensity, approximately 50% to 70% of your maximum heart rate. Vigorous exercise intensity, around 70% to 85% of your maximum heart rate. If you're not in good shape or are just starting an exercise regimen, aim for the lower end of your target heart rate zone. Then, gradually increase the intensity. Conversely, if you're healthy and aiming for vigorous exercise, opt for the higher end of the zone. How to determine your target heart rate zone? You can use an online calculator to ascertain your desired target heart rate zone. Alternatively, follow this example to estimate your target heart rate zone using the heart rate reserve or HRR method. If you're aiming for a vigorous exercise target heart rate range of 70% to 85%, you can calculate it as follows. Multiply your age by 0.7 and subtract the result from 208 to obtain your maximum heart rate. Determine your resting heart rate by counting the number of times your heart beats per minute when you're at rest, such as first thing in the morning. Typically, this falls between 60 and 100 beats per minute for the average adult. Calculate your heart rate reserve or HRR by subtracting your resting heart rate from your maximum heart rate. Multiply your HRR by 0.7 or 70% and add your resting heart rate to this value. Or multiply your HRR by 0.85% and add your resting heart rate to this value. These two figures represent your target heart rate zone for vigorous exercise intensity when using the HRR method to determine your target heart rate zone. Your heart rate during vigorous exercise should generally fall within this range. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like it and please share our videos with your friends to support our team. Thank you so much guys for tuning in. Looking for more amazing videos? Check out the videos popping up on the right and left of your screen. Hope you have a wonderful day and goodbye.